Hello, I am live today on a Monday, and I am so excited to be here. I don't know about you, but last week I've heard from a few people, including myself, it was kind of rough. It was kind of rough because sometimes adversities just really kick your butt. And if you know what I'm talking about, please comment in below, because I know I'm not the only one. I know those few people that I've already spoke with are not the only ones, but you have to be honest within your own truth. And if that is you, comment in the comment box. So thank you for those who are going to be watching live with me. Thank you so much for those also who are going to be watching the replay. Also, I want to hear from you, whether you're on here live or on the replay. Let me hear from you. I want to hear what you think, your thoughts, your concerns, your questions. Let me know, because I surely would love to hear and also answer them if I can. And so today, let me just tell you, for those who don't know who I am, my name is Denise Damijo, and I am the business and lifestyle strategist that helps you to stop hiding behind your adversities and actually use them to supercharge your success. I today am so excited to bring this forth is because, you know, this happens to everybody. You are not the only little one on the island that is happening to. And I used to think that for myself. I used to think I was the little one on the island by myself that this, adversities was happening to, until I realized that, other people are going through these adversity too. Other people are having these experiences. Other people are really struggling with certain things. And that's when I realized the only reason why I found that out is because I actually came forward and said something. A lot of times we like to hide behind our adversities by being silent, by handling them in silence, by handling them in the closet, by handling them so that nobody else knows what we're going through. And yes, you cannot tell all your business to everybody, because everybody is not worthy to hear all of your business. But at the end of the day, you have to understand that you have to have a circle of people that you could confide in. And not only just that, look on the circle that you have on the internet. Is the circle that you have on the internet, are they going through particular struggles? Are they being honest and authentic and allowing themselves to speak up and talk about their particular struggles? Because if they are, then it could open the door for you to also have the ability to do some things too. So the topic of the day, just in case you are unaware, is someone has to go. That's a given. Someone has to go. And really, it's kind of like misleading, because a lot of times people have this huge misunderstanding of adversities and what they really mean and how to really handle them. Because adversities, when they come, it doesn't feel good. It doesn't most of the time look good. It doesn't make sense sometimes. Sometimes it just hits you and it feels like everything and everybody and the whole world is against you. It feels like you're alone and by yourself and you don't have any help, and people turn their backs on you. All these different things transpire when you have adversities. You find out who your true friends are when you have adversities. You find out who your frenemies are. You find out all of these things when you're going through adversities, but also you find out about who you truly are as a person, what you truly can be, what you're capable of, what are your abilities, what are your skills, what are your talents, what are your gifts. All of these things arise when adversities come. And see, this is the problem that people fail to realize. When adversities come, they take it as, my life is going through hell. Nobody could understand what I'm going through. I just want this to hurry up and pass. I just want to hurry up and get through this. And yes, it will pass. Adversities are not going to last always. They weren't meant for to last always. And they are eventually going to pass. However, the thing about adversities, and the thing that you have got to realize and understand, that if you do not allow the system, really, it is a system, to take place and for you to be observant and aware of it while it's taking place in the midst of your adversity, then you are going to repeat that same adversity. Those adversities are going to come back to you, and you are going to forever be in the cycle of this particular adversity. It's really a message in that mess. And I don't know who quoted that, but I'm going to quote it here. It is really a message in your mess that you have to be aware of when adversities come. Adversities, they have been given a bad rap. And yes, because they don't look good and they don't feel good and they make us uncomfortable and anxious and feel bad. Self-doubt, self-limiting beliefs pop up. All of these different things pop up when adversities come. But you have to understand that when adversities come, they also equip you. They bring you tools to utilize. They bring you messages in the message. They bring you lessons. They bring you clarity. They bring you gifts that you didn't know you had. They bring you your abilities and skills. They bring that out of you. And if you do not allow the process to take place and the system to occur, then you will again find yourself in the midst of that same adversity. You'll again find yourself repeating that cycle. So now, when you talk about somebody has to go, I've said this myself, so you're not alone. I've said this, man, why does this always has to happen to me? Why is this happening to me? Why does it have to be me? Why do I have to be the one? Why am I going through this? You know, I always ask the question of why me? Why me? Why me? And so this is scripture. And in the scripture, it says, okay, the Lord asked, so who shall go? Who shall go? Who shall I send? Who shall go for us? And really, somebody got to do it. Somebody has to do it. And this is the thing about adversities, which is so cool. And I really, really hope you get this. Please tell me if you get this. But when adversities comes, and a lot of the adversities that people are facing, other people are facing those same adversities at that same time. Now, this is the thing. Who is going to rise up to the occasion to complete the task that needs to be completed, to learn the lesson that needs to be learned, and be able to have the capabilities and skills and the tools to utilize to be able to complete that task? So here's where it goes, where it says, many are called, but few are chosen. And this is the thing. You cannot be the person. Everybody wants to be a leader, but nobody wants to pay the cost. Everybody wants to have the wealth, but nobody wants to pay the cost. Everybody wants to have the health and the beauty and the wonderful lavish things and everything else, but nobody wants to pay the cost. You have got to, in your adversities, be the one to say, okay, I'm going to rise up in the midst of my situation and be able to say, it's me. I'm going to take down this whatever beast it is that's represented as an adversity and be the one to go forward and make sure that I am up for the challenge of the task, that I have equipped myself in every aspect of the way, that I have observed, that I am aware. And this does not take place in focusing on your adversity. This does not take place in worrying and being anxious and living in anxiety and overwhelm. This does not take place when you are down and out and feeling self-doubt and feeling as if, why me? Why not somebody else? This takes place when you take ownership. Okay, this is happening to me, but why? Why is this happening to me? What is the message? And as glim and dim and gruesome as it may feel and look and be, the situation, whatever that adversity is, what is the message? What can I learn from? How can I serve myself better? How can I serve my family better, my friends better? How can I serve the world better when these adversities come? And so when you finally start being aware and when you finally start taking part, really participating in your adversity, instead of just trying to tune out, really that's what you're doing. You're trying to tune out and not be present while the adversity is taking place. If you tune out and are not present while the adversity is taking place, you are doomed to repeat that cycle because you have not equipped yourself. You are going to have to equip yourself. It doesn't matter who goes, but you are going to have to equip yourself. And that lesson is going to continue to come. That lesson is going to continue to be a burden. That lesson is going to continue to be a pest in your life if you do not equip yourself with the tools and the resources and the lessons that are in that mess. You have got to find the message out of that mess. And the only way that for you to do it is not focus on the mess, but focus on finding the message. It's like sifting through some sand and you're trying to find that seashell. You're trying to find that whatever. It's like opening up a whole bunch of, what are those, oysters or clams, whatever the ones that bring pearls. I can't remember. But anyway, whatever the ones that are bringing the pearls, you may open up 1,000 of them, sifting through them to get to that one pearl, but there is a pearl in there. You know that there are pearls that come into the place of these things, but you have to find them. In finding that pearl, you'll be able to find your wealth. In finding that pearl, you'll be able to find your health. In finding that pearl, you'll be able to find your authenticity. In finding that pearl, you'll be able to find your clarity. Are you looking for the pearl, or are you searching through the oysters trying to figure out why you have so many in your space? You have to find the pearl. It's all about finding the pearl. And I know it's hard. I know at times you want to cry. I know at times you have cried. You probably cried yourself to sleep last night. If you didn't cry yourself to sleep last night, you cried yourself to sleep sometime this last month. But at the end of the day, your tears don't have to be invalid. Your tears don't have to be in vain. You could utilize those tears to say, I am not going to pass up the opportunity to learn my lesson. I am not going to pass up the opportunity to find my message in my mess. I am not going to pass up the opportunity for me to become better and better equipped, have the better abilities and skills and talents in order to move forward. I am going to utilize this moment, these times, these hard times, in order for me to be at my best, in order for me to show up more authentic, in order for me to be able to provide something better to my family, my friends, the world around me, and myself. You have got to rise up to the occasion. And yes, you may ask, why you? Why not you? Does it mean that you're unworthy of, because like I said, the message is found in the mess. The lesson is found in the mess. And if you are in a situation where you want health and wealth and love and compassion and joy and all those kinds of things, you have got to go through the mess. Because all of those things, you can find them in your mess. The clarity is going to come out of that mess. And if you decide that it's not you, then you're deciding to reject your clarity. If you decide that it's not you, you're deciding to reject your health. If you're deciding that it's not you, you're deciding to reject your wealth. If you're deciding that it's not you, you're deciding to reject your destiny that you so much want to have happen, want to come into reality. So instead of rejecting yourself, because really that is rejecting yourself when you're rejecting the adversities that come your way. These adversities were made specifically and designed specifically for you to handle because you have the capabilities of handling them. But all you have to do is rise to the occasion. All you have to do is say, I will go. I don't know what that going looks like. Because you don't have to know what that going looks like. You don't have to know the end game. You don't have to know how everything is going to come together. And most of the time, adversity or non-adversity, you don't. You don't know how the end game is going to be. You don't know how it's all going to come together. All you know is that it is going to eventually come together. All you know is that something you can't. Trouble don't last always. You can't always go through mess. You can't always be in a problem. You can't always have an issue. You have to have some let up somewhere, some form, some fashion. And when that let up comes, are you going to be able to become a better person or be a better person in that let up than you were before you went through that mess? That's what you have to ask yourself. And when you ask yourself that, be truthful with yourself. Are you showing up as your authentic self? Are you showing up being confident? Are you showing up being the leader that God created you to be, that God, the universe, whoever you feel that a higher power created you to be? Are you showing up as your best? Are you utilizing every single tool, resource, ability, skill, talent, gift that you have ever had and have ever found? Are you utilizing that now? And if you can say yes, then you're on the right track. But if you have to say no and you are questioning and you're trying to think about it, then you need to look back in your mess and say, okay, what can I learn from this? Instead of trying to just get through it, instead of trying to just, pass it by and have it go by and not learn anything, I just want to get through it. I just want to hurry up and get through it. I just want to get it done with and over with because it's uncomfortable. It hurts. It doesn't feel good. It's this, it's that. People are looking at me. People are rejecting me. People are judging me. All of these things go through your head, these self-limiting beliefs. Well, can I do this? Is it going to really happen for me? Is my dreams going to come true? All these things are going through your head, but you have to ask yourself, who are you becoming in the process? Because if you are not becoming in the process, then you are missing the message in your mess, and you need to concentrate and focus on finding that message. So that is what I wanted to talk to you about. It's very, very important. Somebody has to go. Why not you? You are worthy. You are worthy to be risen up. You are worthy to be taken to the next level. You are worthy to have wealth. You are worthy to have health. You are worthy to be joyful and have joy as a lifestyle and not just a dream, not just a moment. You are worthy. And if you believe that you are worthy, then don't just go through your mess. Don't just go through your adversities and just want to get through them. Become more than what you are today. Become better than what you are today. So please, if you feel as if this message has helped you, and if you feel as if this message can help other people, please make sure that you share this out. This is something that may change somebody's life for the better. This is something that can help someone, that could really bring joy into their life, stop somebody from crying, stop somebody from committing suicide, because at the end of the day, adversities always come. But what are we becoming when they do? What are we thinking about and focusing when they do? And so I want to extend this invitation out. If you are willing and ready to go to the next level, I have some openings for some one-on-one consultations with me. Get in the game. I always tell people that. Get in the game. Don't just let the game pass you by. Don't just let life pass you by. Get in the game. Be a participant, an active participant in the game. And so if that's you, if you're ready to rise up to the occasion, if you are a leader that's ready to be authentically you and be the person that you were designed to be and actually lead with confidence and not shame or self-limiting beliefs, then go on ahead and go to bit.ly/make the right move. I was about to say something else. bit.ly/make the right move. And that is where you could sign up, get a 45-minute free consultation with me, and see how we could be a good fit. If we are a good fit, then we'll move on, and you could have that one-on-one session with me to where you could get your it factor together. You could get your authentic self together. You could be the leader that you so much desire to be. Someone had asked me a question today, and a question was asked today, and what they asked was basically, what do you do? And what I personally do and what I take a joy in doing is I really help leaders to realize and exploit their authentic self so that they could lead without shame and without self-limiting beliefs. I am so thankful and grateful and passionate about doing that. And I must say that I am good at what I do. I don't mean to toot my own horn, but I am, and I love it. I love it. I love it. So if you are a leader that is ready for that is ready to go to the next level and ready to really lead with conviction of confidence and not shame or self-limiting beliefs, then contact me, get in contact with me at bit.ly/make bit.ly/make the right move. And I will talk to you on the next live stream, which will be tomorrow. See you later.